What's up, people of the earth? It's your nerd with the word, and welcome to Dash Your Nerd TV. And today, guys, I'm here to talk about all the incoming anime of 2020. 2019 was truly a great year for anime. We had the second season of One Punch Man that came out, which is filled with mixed opinions. Demon Slayer, a new shonen anime that came out earlier in that year and blew up so hard to the point where people really thought of that as the anime for that year. Isekai Core, an anime that combines all of the famous isekai characters from anime such as ReZero, Konosuba, Overlord, Yojo Senki, and the Rise of a Shield Hero, combines all these cast of characters into one and makes it into a slice of life slash comedy series. We Never Learn Bokuben, a new harem anime series that has a whole bunch of likable girls and a main character, so likable to the point where it's really hard to pair one of the girls with the main character. The long-awaited second season for another famous isekai anime, which is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, had finally came out for that year and had been so well received to the point where it's actually getting a third season. Good art style, good arcs. The anime was another one that really made that year. And lastly, well, not really, Fruits Basket's 2019, the remake of the original 2001 anime, had finally came out after the announcement back in 2017 or 18. It had delivered very well by following the manga, adding in new episodes that were never in the original since that one didn't follow the manga. Overall, that's all of the anime I do want to mention for 2019. There's plenty more that I didn't mention. There's a couple like honorable mentions. Well, one honorable mention I can mention is A Certain Magical Index had finally gotten to season 3 after about like a decade. I'm a huge fan of the series, and the fact that the season 3 had finally came out after all those years, it fucking made my nipples hard. And I haven't gotten around to, like, I did watch a bit of it, but I'm gonna have to watch it from the beginning in order to remember yet again, because I just have bad memory. But overall, that's all I want to mention in terms of 2019. So let me just get to 2020 because I don't want to keep 2020 anime waiting. Firstly, I want to talk about the second season of ReZero. I watched ReZero back in 2017 or 18 and fell in love with it. The tragic fate of Subaru, the main character who dies time and again in order to save one girl who doesn't even look his way, is a tragic fate that makes it worth sticking with the show, mostly in order to see what the final outcome will be within all the events and tragedy that happens. This series is one that's made me feel very uncomfortable at certain times with Subaru because of the dumb shit that he'll say for Amelia, or the actions that'll happen that you really don't see too much in anime that'll happen with cute girls, the ugly personalities that come up from all the other characters and all the different worlds, and even the ugly personality that'll show up from Subaru because of his own arrogance. This show is an amazing watch for me, and especially near the end with Subaru, how they get some character development was another thing that made it worth sticking with the show. Man, the episode with Subaru and Rem, the episode when they were just literally talking throughout the whole episode, was probably my favorite one so far. It shows to go how amazing this show is, where they could just take an episode with two characters literally just talking about the entire episode and make it pure gold. But fuck Subaru for rejecting that adorable kawaii Rem for that hot yet dense bitch Amelia. Alright, I'll chill with Amelia. I won't give her too much shit since she's been through enough shit throughout her life. But still though, I'll give you plenty of shit, Subaru. Fuck you, you scowling bastard. Anyhow, I'm excited for the second season of ReZero 2. I'm hoping in this next season that we'll finally get some leads on how he has his power returned by death, and also how he was able to step foot into the different world that he's in currently. The next anime I'll talk about is Origaru, or Snafu. I'll keep it easy and just say My Teen Romantic Comedy. Shut the fuck up. I watched this back in the summer of 2017. I love this just as much as ReZero, and though those two are completely different genres, in terms of anime that I watched around the same time, I like that one a lot more better. We have my boy and the main character, Hikigaya, though they call him Hachiman, a cynical, sarcastic, introverted bastard who likes to be the one who is the viewer instead of the one being the viewee. This series mostly focuses on his point of view of things, of all the situations and dramatic moments that go down, and him handling these situations in his own hands. You see, the whole premise of this show is that he's in this club that was at first meant to help him, a club in which he and these two other girls, Yukino and Yui, help students who need advice and then handle the things they need advice with in their own hands. We mostly follow Hachiman's drastic and twisted approach at handling these situations and seeing the outcome of his actions. Another thing in this series that's a big focus is Hachiman himself, and I know that's a no shitter, but I mean his behavior, personality traits, the flaws of how he handles the situations. This series goes in depth with his character, high school life, and really makes you look at a different viewpoint of it overall. In the last season, we were left off with the cliffhanger. This season will pick up where we left off last season, where we're going to explore a lot more of the problems that didn't get explored upon, and we're going to get answers for viewpoints that we didn't get answers for. I can't wait to see my boy and my girls get back at it and see what the final solution will be. Those who's watched this show knows exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched My Teen Romantic Comedy yet, shut the fuck up. I say start watching it because this show will definitely get into your head. Alright, the next show I want to talk about is Fruits Baskets. As I mentioned earlier, this is a remake of the 2001 anime, and it's a remake that delivered, and good thing it delivered, because it did that, we are officially getting the second season. This show focuses on the main character Toru and her companions, Kyo and bitch-ass Yuki. Sorry, I really hate that feminine-like prince wannabe, having everything in your hand without even trying fuck. Fuck Yuki. Fuck him. This series' whole premise is helping out the family members of the Soma bloodline, which Kyo and Yuki are a part of. We see her giving them advice that is needed for certain behaviors they display, which are usually abnormal, and then taking her advice and growing as people and facing their weakness. It's a beautiful story with a beautiful cast of characters, but still, fuck Yuki! I love the original and I already love the remake, so the fact that we're going to get a second season and that this series is going to be an on-continuing thing until the end is amazing. I can't wait to see what is going to unfold because I truly can't guess. But if I had to take a guess, it's probably what I would somewhat expect, and that's Toru still giving some of these other family members that we haven't seen yet advice from her own perspective, and seeing them face their own weaknesses, as I mentioned earlier. Anyways, I'm hype as fuck for this second season to come out, and I can't wait to watch more of this lovely, yet subtle depressing show. Higurashi When They Cry is a classic psychological horror anime that's had its cult following throughout the years it's been out. We follow the story of these cast of kids of mixed ages of being in high school and elementary. Keiichi Maebara, who is somewhat the main character for the second season, Mion Shinozaki, Shion Shinozaki, twin sisters and grandchildren of the woman who is the head of the town they live in, Hinamizawa, Rona Ryugu, a cutie and psychopathic girl who can switch from being adorable to being creepy in less than a second. Sadako Hojo, the daughter of the Hojo family, a girl that's viewed upon prejudice because of her family's past action and as a Uni-chan lover. Lastly, Rika Furude, one of the most important characters of the cast, and I won't spoil why if you want to watch this for yourself, but in terms of personality, she's a mix of kawaii and serious. I watched this back in the summer of 2018, and I didn't expect to get what I got from this. Before I watched that, I watched a series that was similar to it called Rewrite, which is a series that follows the same concept of events repeating over and over again. They wrap up all these events that seem so random to the point that they all matter. With Higurashi When They Cry, a bunch of fucked up events happen with each character, and it slowly ties together, but by the second season, that's when it all truly starts to make sense. I'm a huge fan of mystery, whether it's TV shows, movies, or anime. I love a good mystery, and this anime gave me exactly just that. Just like with Re:Zero, you get to see the ugly side of each character with the different arcs that happen. It's very uncomfortable to see. This anime became a classic within the psychological horror genre, but even so, throughout the past 16 years it's been out, the animation hasn't exactly aged well. I've seen the new animation style of the remake, and I say it looks very fitting for the atmosphere they're trying to create. I can't wait to see when the characters show their ugly side, and I also can't wait to see how the animation will depict them, showing their twisted and deranged faces. The thing I do wonder though, if this does well, and I'm pretty sure it will do well, if they will remake the second season. I asked that because the second season's animation looks pretty nice. For 2008, it has aged very well. I guess they might remake it in terms of continuity from the animation from the first season up to the second season. They might do it for newer generations who's never seen it. But who knows, Either way, I won't complain, but it's just something that's always been rattling in my mind when I heard about it. Anyways, I'm psyched as fuck for this to come out, and I can't wait to re-experience the story again with modern day animation. The last anime I will talk about will be Zombieland Saga. This anime was my gateway into idol anime, and I'm a guy who usually watches anything, but this is something that I never would have expected myself to get into. When I first saw the image of it, I thought it'd be a hardcore zombie anime with the zombies looking like cute girls, but I was completely wrong. I mean, when it first started off, you see the main character Sakura get run over by a big ass truck with hardcore metal music playing in the background, so of course I thought it'd be about that. I ended up sticking with it to see how things will develop, and I do not regret it one bit. We see drama happening between some of the girls, some of their past being revealed, and them facing their past and their weaknesses. Overall, I got more than what I expected, and I loved it. I hope this next season we get to see some more things revealed, such as the truth and identity behind their manager, the real reason why he wants to help the Sakura Prefecture, how these girls got turned into zombies, how we got a hold of them and found out about them, the relationship with him and Sakura in the past, the end game, Yuguri's past, and so on. Overall, for what I hope, I definitely cannot wait for a second season. Hopefully it'll come out by this summer so I can hop on it and get on some more Franchushu for the next 24/7. Anyways, that's all I have to talk about in terms of the anime for 2020. Let's end this off like usual. Nerds, gamers, power to the players. See you guys next time.